In this video, we are looking at 10 ways on how Supabase AI Assistant can help you build your project, improve security and performance, create RLS policies, and more. Before we begin, I will set opt-in level for AI Assistant to schema, logs, and database data in the general organization settings. This controls what context the assistant gets, and with more data, the output should be more accurate. First, we are looking at the work orders table with 450 rows across 5 organizations in the table editor. We want to see all in-progress orders for the specific organization. Instead of stacking column filters, we can just type this request. The assistant translates it into the right filter combination, and now we can see the filtered results. Next, we want total billable hours and outstanding invoice amounts per work order for a specific organization. We will use Command SHIFT K hotkey in the SQL Editor and insert our request. In this case, it's a 3-table join. Let's see if assistant can write the whole query successfully. The query is working and we can see all the rows. Now we need revenue summary function that takes organization ID and returns invoice totals grouped by status: open, paid, void, with amounts in dollars. Let's describe the inputs, outputs, and the edge case where the organization has no invoices yet. We will also ask assistant to test the function once it is ready. The assistant checks the relevant tables first, and now the function is ready. Tests are also successful. Next, we will create a trigger function and the trigger itself. The work orders table has a completed add column. Right now, every status update to complete it requires the application layer to also send the completed add value. So there are no checks or automatic updates in the database itself. Let's paste our request to the assistant chat. Now that we have the function and the trigger in place, let's test if this works, and we can see that the completed add field is now populated upon the status change. Now let's look into row level security. The notifications table has a policy called notifications permissive all. With this policy, any authenticated user can read and write every notification for every other user in the system. Let's click on edit policy with assistant and describe the intent. Users should only see and modify their own rows. The assistant proposes the corrected policy. We can now impersonate the authenticated user in the SQL editor and test if the policy is applied correctly. Since the policy checks the records in the table with the authenticated user ID, users now can only see their own records. The other problem we have here is infinite recursion in a policy for app events table. Let's debug with assistant. In this case, assistant checks the documentation, tables, and policies and suggests to drop the existing policy and create a new one. Let's follow the process and see if authenticated user will be able to see app events records. The policy is now fixed and we can move on. You can use the database performance and security advisors to check your database for issues with RLS policies or missing indexes. The security advisor flags internal nodes table because RLS is disabled there. Let's ask assistant to help resolve this issue. We can see the summary here. Any unauthenticated request can read customer PII directly. Here we need to enable RLS and add the correct policies. We are moving to query performance. Let's take a look at the execution plan for app events table with 1 million rows. It took around 9 seconds to execute. Now we can explain the result with AI. In the assistant chat, you will see a summary of what the query does, how it runs, issues, and fixes. In this case, we have several options: add a filter or pagination, create indexes for most common access patterns, and avoid selecting all rows. Let's create an index to support order by, run the query with the limit, and add the execution plan to assistant chat again. Now we can see some improvements. For every use case, you can run multiple rounds like this to make the query as fast as possible. You can also check Index Advisor in the query performance section. Here you can see the list of the slowest queries, details on every query, and recommended indexes to improve the performance. Now let's take a look at the search orders edge function. Client controlled text becomes raw SQL here. Anyone who can call the function can append arbitrary where clauses, including bypassing the org filter. Also, the RPC runs as a security definer, so execute can bypass normal RLS visibility that we expect from the client role. That allows SQL injection and not a safe search API. Let's ask assistant to improve and secure our function with the following request. We will also need to paste the source code here in the chat, since assistant only have access to metadata for existing functions. If the function has multiple files, it would be easier to make updates in the code editor and deploy a new version via Supabase CLI. We will accept all the edits here. You can also also select several logs at once and add them directly into the assistant chat. That gives the model real context so it can help you debug faster and explain what might be going wrong. Now we have a script that sends multiple requests concurrently to simulate the application usage. While it is running, let's ask Assistant to run health checks and interpret what we are seeing. Is this the missing index, bad RLS policy, or connection pool saturation? Here we can see a summary and a short checklist. Finally, let's ask Assistant to build several charts based on SQL queries. Let's save these queries in the SQL Editor and add them to our favorites list. Now let's add new blocks in our custom report and select these queries as a source. This way you can easily build custom reporting and share it with the team. This is it for today. I hope you found something useful and thank you for watching.